I want people to learn, definitely from this whole journey of the school bus and my lifestyle. I want them to learn that it's possible to do things that we're not brought up to believe, and I just want people to open up their minds and to see that there are ways to live and to be happy with your lives that don't seem like it would be the way to live your life. My name is Brandon Becerra, and I am 23 years old, if I'm right. I live right now in Northridge, California, but I spent most of my time living in La Crescenta, Montrose, California. I would describe La Crescenta, Montrose as a big trap, but also a very comfortable trap. I guess as I was growing up, I started to feel a little there's different stages in my life, but when I was starting to grow up, getting into that adult stage in my life, I did start to feel like I was very different. And um, it's kind of the same. Like I'm always I've got something inside of me where I can't, I'm just not the same. I guess it's also when it comes to like where I am. Like when I stay in Los Angeles, I go crazy, and I need to change that. I need to do something else. I need to leave. I need to get a different job. I need to hang out with different people because it kills me. And I think that's one thing that separates me from a normal person, because I see people in this normal pattern of society where, I've got, you look on my Instagram and there's like 5 friends that they just got married last week, and half of them are with kids. My best friend has a kid now, 2 of them. One thing that separates me from that is that I've got this motivation inside of me to do what I want to do, and what I am really inspired to do. I really push for that as much as possible, and I make it happen. Rather than just talking about it, I really press to make it happen. I lived in my car for 3 years, and 2 months I spent living in Fierro, which is like, the engine is in the back of the car, and the seats don't recline back, and it's like a little go-kart, and I spent 2 months in there. It was miserable. um, I was basically like drinking myself to sleep at that time. It was cold and difficult, but I made it through, and I realized I have another car, a bigger truck that I could throw a bed, and I made that happen. And yeah, so it's been 3 years in total. I had $6,000 in loans. Like my parents had paid whatever I had owed, and the government paid like a third of what I needed to pay. And I realized, like, fuck, I'm broke, and I don't have money to pay off my loans, and I need to connect 2 dots and make something happen. And I realized I was up in San Francisco at the time, and I was shuffling, trying to find a place to live. I had no place to live at the time, and I came to conclusion, like, I've got a truck sitting at home. Let's throw a bed in the back of the truck and see what happens. At least I'll have someplace stable to live for a little bit. That's where it all started, and things started to work out a little bit. I had this whole, I felt like people looked down upon me for like sleeping in my car, and I thought it was very trashy at the beginning, but I started to realize that so many people, they were so excited to see the things that I was doing, and to see that I was living in this kind of lifestyle. And Yeah, that's definitely the turning point. That was the point where I was living this. I mean, it was the big stepping stones to living unconventional, and I think this is growing more and more as I am experiencing and learning, and I support this way of living. My mouth's getting dry too. Talking.
Joints can help, right?
Yeah. Nothing better than a sweet old juicy joint. Presented to you by Cali Cope. Stick on the sweet side. What? Yeah, dude. I'm excited. I have these basil plants that are thriving right now. They were dying. No, they're thriving. I don't know where I saw it, but I started thinking like, oh, I want to get a school bus. And I started looking on Craigslist and OfferUp, and I saw like really good deals for school buses. And originally, I was thinking I'll trade my Forerunner for a school bus. And I ended up going on a sporadic trip to San Francisco with my friend Jonathan because he wanted to buy a Forerunner also. And we were just having dinner in Los Angeles. It was like 6 p.m. and he looked up a Forerunner and it was in San Jose, California. And we just left. Like we finished dinner and we left. We took off to San Jose to check it out, and it was a whole bunk. The guy was cracked out or something, and it just didn't work out. But I was like, we still have hope. We're gonna do something. And I found a school bus in Sacramento, and it was going for $1,500. And I told Jonathan, I was like, hey, it's 3 hours from here, but this is a good deal, and I'm gonna make it happen. And I told him, I was like, this is gonna happen. Like, I did not come here for no reason. First of all, you're getting a 400, and second of all, I'm getting a bus. And we went to go check out the 400. He bought the 400, so it was like, check one. That worked out. And then we went to go check the school bus, and I was like, when my eyes first laid on it, I was like, this is it. This is the bus. I'm getting it. I called up DMV. I called up another company, and they told me it is possible. You just have to get it converted into a motorhome, and we will give you the registration. So that's how I figured out. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. I'm in. I'm gonna buy the bus, and so I got it. I do plan on converting it myself. It sounds difficult, but I think it's very doable. And that's the exciting part. I don't really know what to expect, but I think it's going to be very fun through the process, and it's going to be very creative because I get to create it the way I want to do it. And I do have like some background in mechanics, and I do have background in just exploring and doing whatever. And just I'm all about taking life by the wind. So here we are, and we'll see what happens, but I will for sure blow people's minds with what I'm going to create with this bus. When the bus is done, I actually am planning right now to get some friends, maybe 2 or 3 friends, to join me in the bus and possibly create like a living community in the bus. And so I'm hoping they're gonna come and help me out, and we'll build the bus together, and we'll all do some traveling together. And so I'm planning to have everyone pitch some money together, and we'll go either north to like Canada and Alaska, or go south and even try to go through Mexico into like go all the way down to Costa Rica, and we'll see what happens, you know? But I'm all about experiencing life. I want people to learn, definitely from this whole journey of the school bus and my lifestyle. I want them to learn that it's possible to do things that we're not brought up to believe. And there's like, I just want people to open up their minds and to see that there are ways to live and to be happy with your lives that don't seem like it would be the way to live your life. And you know, I just live by the moment, and I really want people to enjoy these moments that they're going to see through this whole journey, and to appreciate it, and to appreciate that they can live in those moments too, and that everything comes and goes. Take it easy. Bottom line is, I want you guys to enjoy yourself, enjoy your life, do something crazy, do something out of this world, and try to challenge the status quo. Feel your emotions, feel your imagination, and the creations you can create, and get out there. Just get out there and do something, guys. We got it. We got this. Peace. I don't know.